Hi guys, back again. I thought I'd show you, get on the right chart, bit more what's been happening. Filmed it after the close of trading on Monday. So AutoTrader doesn't look like it's doing a lot. Possibly there's a bit of development here in that it may be forming a symmetrical triangle. For those that do chart patterns, you know very well symmetrical triangle will pretty much have sloping lines at the bottom and the top, and it's a continuation pattern. Generally, it can be a continuation pattern of a downward trend and a continuation pattern of an upward trend. I'm looking at this and thinking it may or may not actually go into the triangle. It's too early to tell. We'd have to wait possibly a few more days. The chart's still telling me it's on a downward movement, but what it's not telling me is how long this is going to take. My entry, in hindsight, looking at this, has not been the best. Since I did trade at that point, the share has largely been above my entry price, which was $6.31 as a short. So I don't know where it's going to be headed. I still want to get out of this, to be honest, at the right price. The market is a bit up and down. It's not really doing a lot at the moment. I'm guessing it's going to break and go higher at some stage, but I just don't know when this break will be. So for the moment, I'm sitting tight on AutoTrader. I'm just waiting for the right point to get out, either at 617, 618. If this does end up continuing to go in a downward path from a breakdown of a pattern here, and it does form a symmetrical triangle, then definitely I would go downwards. But I don't even know if it's actually forming that. If we change the pattern to a line pattern, because you can generally see it better, there isn't really a massive amount of plotting points here that I could see that would actually work well. So I'm guessing this may just be a bit of all over the place, and it may come back to here. When it does, I'm just going to sell whatever I do. If I make a loss, it's fine, as long as it's not a massive loss. Cover some of my costs, it's okay. Obviously the dividend meant that I put a bit more into this than what I would have liked. Let's go Carnival. It's come back again. It's going back on another test, I think, of the lows, possibly down here. If it does do this, I am getting in. I don't mind if I sell at a loss. I'm going for it with AutoTrade, because Carnival, I think, is going to continue to go up. I've said this many times. So we'll see if it has tonight or tomorrow a significant 2 down days. Last time it did around 1450, past the 20-day moving average. Now it's around 14. Wow, it did under 1500. So I'm watching that carefully. One thing which was interesting was JD SPORTS. Man, this thing is flying at the moment. It ended up to be 1060 at one stage, but this trend should continue, although it's at all-time highs. That's where it is at the moment. It's way off its peak from the 2020 pandemic. So I'm thinking possibly it will continue up, but I would expect some pullback at some point. Okay, so we'll quickly look at the charts now. So we've got the S&P 500. S&P 500 is looking good at the moment. You can see here it's clinging to the Bollinger Band. Very thin trading the last few days. These candlesticks are super thin, but it's continuing to do what you'd expect. And this will go to 47, 4800, I think, no problem. All right, we'll go to the FTSE. So the FTSE 100, you can see here, it's a bit all over the place, to be honest. And you can see these candlesticks here, right? So if you have a look, you can see that it's relatively flat, and this candlestick area will continue to go upwards. We'll just wait and see. Volume is weak as well. If you have a look, there's not really, hasn't been a great deal. It's actually sort of declined. So that's interesting with the FTSE. We'll go to the ASX. So let's see what we have. Similar to the US, it's trading a bit flat at the moment, right on the 20-day moving average. However, it's done this before in the last quarter. I'd expect it's going to do this. Interesting, a few more days and then have upward mark. It should hit, you'd think, 7,900 to 8,000 points by year end. Again, we will wait and see. But right now, the conditions are good and it looks like it'll continue to do so. Okay, thanks, everyone. Let me know if you like the video, comment, subscribe, and give me your thoughts. What are your thoughts on the market? All right, I'll talk to you next time.